Right, guys, I'm playing Call of Duty 3 Modern Warfare on this is the Steam version. This laptop of mine is called the MSI Raider GE67HX gaming laptop. It's got the Intel i7-12800HX. Got 16 cores, 24 threads. Got 8 efficiency cores, 8 performance cores. Got the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti laptop GPU with 16 gigs of VRAM. It's got 32 gigs of RAM, fully upgradable to 64. I know a lot of laptops can go up to 128. Right, so I'm going to select this one. This is like my favorite loadout. I've got SVA 545 and pistol. Oh wow. Well, did you guys know that they added Rust to Call of Duty Mobile? It was actually added. I'm playing this game on Ultra. I did try it on the other one, the Extreme one, but I didn't see that much difference in terms of graphics. I think the only thing they add that may make it slightly different, if I can say they're different, the Ultra and I think it's called Extreme or something. I'm just saying on wow. What are you telling me? Oh my god. Right, so in terms of the differences between Extreme and what you call this Ultra, it's not a big difference in terms of differences. I think the only difference with Extreme is that it has all the shadows turned on. It has all the extreme stuff, like the shadows fully turned on, stuff like that. But Ultra, I gotta be fair, Ultra does have a lot of that stuff also turned on, just not as much. You understand what I mean? So it's not as much as it's not as much as the Extreme one. That's the only way I can describe the differences between Extreme and Ultra. That's why I prefer Ultra, because Ultra is like, it's not pushing the shadows and stuff, because once you start going into the shadows, you will get less frames. Like right now, I'll tell you something, I am actually playing on Ultra and I'm getting 180, while it's ranging from 175 frames per second to about, right, so this guy is gone. Right, so basically I'm getting anything from 175 frames, and remember this game is playing on Ultra, so that means everything is basically maxed out in the game. And I'm getting 175 frames, and those frames they do range, they do change, but they do they do kind of change So when it gets really busy, like there's a lot of action going on the screen, then basically it does touch on it does touch. I would say it does touch on. Where are these dudes? I can't see them. I'm just guessing, because I can't see where they're at. Oh my god. Ah, damn. Using a shotgun. I think I've got that gun actually. Right, so basically what I'm saying is that everything's maxed out already. The differences between Ultra and the other one, I think it's called Extreme. I might be wrong, but I think that's what it's called. And that one, oh my god, okay. Damn, right. Where's the hard point anyway? Oh, the dude, right? Okay, he's dead now. Right, so what I'm saying is the only differences between Ultra and Extreme is that basically it would max out all the shadows and stuff. You understand? So if you're that kind of person that wants everything turned on, you go for the next level, which is above Ultra. But I've got to say that I am maxing out my laptop, and the graphics that I have turned on now, like for example the graphics settings I have, or the VRAM that's been used on my laptop right now is 4 gigs of VRAM. I know it doesn't sound like a lot. It's actually like a little bit, and it's not that much. Ah, damn. Right, so it's only utilizing 4 gigs of VRAM. Like I told you, my laptop GPU's got 16 gigs, so it does actually use only 4 gigabytes. But I did actually establish, what can I say? I do actually use 9 gigabytes of VRAM. That's the max capacity, because you can actually set this. You can set the VRAM that you want the game to actually utilize. So just because it does say 4 gigs, might not mean like that's the only. Like it might not mean that that's the only like VRAM it's using. You understand what I mean? I think the 4 gig is just like a minimum. You know what I mean? So it might just be like a minimum standard. But I'm just taking it that if it is actually if it is actually using if it is actually utilizing 4 gigs, it could just mean that how can I put this? If it is utilizing the 4 gigabytes, if it is actually just utilizing the 4 gigs, because the maximum capacity that you can set for Call of Duty on your laptop is 9 gigabytes. And like I told you, my laptop does have 16 gigabytes of RAM. So the way I'm looking at it is that it could just be like it could just be like a factor that the laptop's actually utilizing more than the actual using more than. It could be that the laptop's actually using more than 4 gigabytes of VRAM. Right, this dude is there. Right, this dude is lying down. Thank you very much. Oh my god, I don't have anything except for my gas grenade. He's just skipped me now, but I got him. Right, so basically what I'm saying is the factor that my laptop actually utilizes the 4 gigs of VRAM may also mean like that's a minimum, or that's the minimum that my laptop is taking. But obviously, because I'm running this on Ultra, it should be using like slightly more than the 4 gigs, I think. But that's what it actually states. So that's what it actually says. I'm just saying in the settings. And I remember someone was saying just put 7 gigs Some people are saying put 7 gigabytes of VRAM and all this stuff, but I was like, nah, I don't want to put. I don't want to put the. You know what I mean? I don't want to put 7 gigs when I know I can actually give more. So that's why I'm saying it's anything from 4 gigabytes and upwards when it actually requires that. Oh my God! When it actually requires that standard, it's probably going higher than 4 gigabytes. But that's why I'm saying I think that's why it was always difficult to play this on Steam Deck. Now, if anyone's played this on Steam Deck, I know they're gonna say you can't play it. So I didn't say you can't play this game. I'm saying that you can't play this game on high graphics on the Steam Deck. You can't. It's wow, we won 250 to 129. Right. So what I'm stating is you can play this. I have videos of me playing this on Steam Deck. I have a video that actually shows me. Well, you know, you'll actually see in the video that I played this on Steam Deck, and I did say that they had improved it by utilizing the AMD FSR 3. But what I did also state in the video is I did talk about mostly the factors like, how can I call this, the lag that the game had. You understand? So there is a lot of lag, and I don't know if this ever comes out on the video, but I did state that at certain points or certain times, like when I was running and I see the enemy and I'm standing next to a wall, yes, for cover, obviously I don't want to be seen, and then I try to follow the enemy and I'm right behind him, you understand? All meat, let's go for meat. I like meat thing, the map is better. So basically, there I am, and then I'm thinking to myself, let me follow the enemy, let me run after him, let me give chase, yes? I'm giving chase to this dude, and I'm thinking I'm right behind him. Let me aim my gun. Then I notice on the Steam Deck that there's this lag thing where 1 minute you're behind this dude taking aim. Next minute you're still at the wall. You understand that lag? And I was like, what's going on with the game? But then I did say with AMD FSR 3, they did improve that. So it kind of improved. But the game itself can only run on the lowest graphics settings. So that's you've got that against you. Oh, it's shipment again. Man, these dudes like shipment. I wanted the other one. The meat one would have been much nicer.